Assalamualaikum student. In this video we will discuss about the gravity meter or gravimeter. So this is basically the instrument that is used in the gravity method in order to know the subsurface geology, or first of all in order to know the gravity anomalies or gravity variation in over any surface. So gravimeter measure the variation in Earth's gravitational field, and gravimeters have to be very sensitive so as to measure the 1 part in 100 million of the Earth's gravity field. The gravity meter are basically made in a way that they can note down, or that they can point out the small fluctuations, even if the fluctuations are about 1 part in 100 million. 1 part, if there is a fluctuation in the gravity that is in the millions part, the gravimeter are designed in a way to point out those fluctuations. And in the earlier time, the gravity meter were not as much good, but in the recent time we have some very much sensitive devices to know the gravity. And because this is the device actually that is the very much main part of the whole survey, that the device that we are using is so much accurate and it should be so much sensitive that it could give the real possible picture of the subsurface. The most commonly used meters do not measure an absolute gravitational acceleration but differences in the relative acceleration. Okay, we will discuss this point a little later, and we would discuss in the second type of the gravimeter. The first gravity data collected in the US were obtained by G. Putman, working for the Coast and Geodetic Survey around 1890. And you can see the picture of that gravimeter that was used. It was the pendulum type of the gravity meter, and by using that meter, the Putman found the gravity in the coast of in the coast of US. And he took almost 6 months for his survey, but you can see this is the picture of that gravity meter. It's back in 1890. So then the first truly portable gravimeter was invented by Lucien Lacoste, and with his name now so many other gravimeter are also associated in the recent years. The first truly portable gravimeter was invented by Lucien Lacoste in mid 30s, and he was so young when he created that meter. The gravimeter makes relative measurement rather than absolute measurement. So the gravimeter was there. The gravimeter that the Lacoste made was not made in a way that it could tell us the actual measurement of the gravity, but it would tell that what is the difference between measuring point A and measuring point B. It could only tell you the difference between the different measuring points, and it would not tell you the actual gravity at any point. It would just tell that what is the difference between point A and point B. It would tell the relative measurement, and it does not tell the absolute acceleration due to the gravity that varies from place to place. And this is the gravity meter that was invented by him. And the internal design is made in a way that there is a type of let's make it simple, because we are not going to design that equipment. We are just in order to get the basic information that how if someone there could be the query in your mind that how that gravity meter works. So you know that there is a spring inside this box. Inside this gravimeter there is a spring that is attached toward the top plate, and and at the end of that spring there is a mass which is hanging. Okay, so when there is a small variation in gravity, the spring is so much sensitive that it will we know that the gravity will, if the gravity increases, it will pull down the things. So the suspended mass in the spring also goes down a little, and then that increase in that little downward movement is noted, and then it is interpreted in the further data. We would also come over that point. But here I would also want to tell you that these type of instrument need to made in a such way that they should avoid the variations. Because if we talk about we are talking about the spring, this would certainly be made up of metal, and you know that when metal are exposed to external heat, there would be some expansion in these metals. So when you are conducting the gravity survey in the daytime, and when sun is exactly over your head, then there will be the chances that the environmental interferences will occur, and it could abruptly interpret your data. So for this purpose, we would also discuss the gravity correction in the later section, and maybe in the end of this whole process. Okay, so the current an absolute gravity like pendulum apparatus measure the gravitational acceleration directly, and this means the instrument that was created by Lacoste was even that instrument used to measure the relative gravity, the difference between the gravity between the 2 points. But after some time, the improvement in instruments took place, and there was this instrument. Let me show you this. This is the pendulum type instrument. It is a vacuum chamber, and the vacuum chamber is basically free falling corner cube. Inside that vacuum chamber, the bodies will fall freely, and 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 it would be seen that how much they are accelerated with respect to time. The time that the time measurement, it does not consist of the clock that we use in the home. It basically consists of the atomic clock, which are very much accurate in providing the time data. And in the vacuum chamber, there will be the free fall of some body, and means the bodies will be here on the top. Okay, let me point. This is the vacuum chamber. Okay, this is the vacuum chamber, and let's say if we are going to put some body here, it's stuck over here, and then after some time it starts falling in a vacuum, in a free fall. Then it will touch that surface. Then this instrument will measure how much time it took that body to fall from that point, that up point, to this down point. And with by using the very much accurate and very much precise atomic clock, which will give us the very clear picture that how much time it took to fall, to make it fall. And by this we can actually measure the gravity at any point. We will not only be measuring the relative gravity, but we will directly measure the gravity at that point, and it is the very much accurate equipment as compared to the equipment that was made in the mid 1930s by Lacoste, because in that instrument there could be possibly so many types of the error that could occur, and that could actually make interference with your data. But this pendulum type gravimeter could provide you the more clearer picture. The current pendulum type apparatus measures gravitational acceleration directly rather than relative change, and it is more accurate in order to measure data. And because in the previous instrument there were the possibility of so many interferences that could occur, and even in this instrument there are the possibility of so many interferences, but as compared to the previous equipment, this is quite better. And except these three instruments, I went through some video where I saw that there was the geodesy facility in some of the foreign country, and then they used to measure the gravitational pull or gravity over any surfaces by sending a laser light to the satellite. And means, so even by using satellite and by using the later geodesy, modern geodesy facilities, we can measure the gravitational variation or gravity anomalies, and therefore we can also point out that what could be the subsurface geology. So this was all about the instrumentation. Assalamualaikum student, इस